I don't have glasses or big hair to hide behind anymore, so that's a vulnerable feeling. I work from home, which means that I live in the same place that I work. So I wanted to share a couple of things that I've been doing that have made working from home a lot easier, particularly with mental illness. A lot of the tips that I have aren't gonna work for everybody, but this is what I found that works for me as a person with anxious and depressive tendencies. First, I'd really recommend building up an actual morning routine, even though people aren't actually going to see you that day, probably. Like the various things: get up, take a shower, wash your face, brush your teeth, get dressed in real clothes, not just pajamas. I don't care that you're working from home and you're working on your couch. Just because no one's gonna see you that day doesn't really mean that you should spend your entire day working in your pajamas or your sweatpants. Unless your job is as a sleep subject, then I highly recommend you wear pajamas all the time. I recommend finding one specific space to do all of your productive work, whether that's at a desk or one cushion on a couch or even one specific chair at a dining room table. As long as you have one place to focus and do your work, it should help your productivity. And it's okay to change your space. I started out thinking that I was gonna do all of my work at my desk, and now I do all of my work at one specific cushion on the couch. And that's just because that's where I find I'm most productive throughout the whole day. The first thing that I always recommend to people when they're wanting to be productive without being on their phone, or they find that their phone is really distracting for them, it's called Forest. It's an app where you plant little virtual trees and you get virtual money for planting those trees, and you can sometimes use that virtual money that you get for planting the virtual trees to plant real trees. I love it. I think it's the cutest thing on the goddamn planet. Just because you're working from home doesn't mean that you don't deserve little 5-minute breaks throughout the day. Your brain can only process so much at a time before it gets too full. It can't take anything else in. So spending 5 minutes getting up, walking around, be honestly doing some dishes, cleaning, if you're like me and weird and that's what you like doing on your breaks. Water. Have water with you while you work. Do you understand? Hydration. Hydrate while you work. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do anything. Your brain's going to be like, and you're not even going to be able to figure out, like, what's 2 + 3? Because your brain is parched. Your brain needs water. This one's going to sound kind of dumb. Clipboards? Get clipboards, man. They're like, this was like $5 on Amazon, and we got 5 of them. Go get a clipboard, because then, like, if you decide to pick up and move somewhere, or like you're sitting on a couch and you want to like look at the things that you're doing, your paper doesn't just go all over the place. So yeah, those are a couple of things that I have found that have made me more productive over the past year, despite moving, getting a bunch of more distracting shit. It'd be super easy to just turn on Netflix all day, binge the Great British Baking Show all day, but I don't, because I'm productive. So yeah, that's about all I got for today, man. If you liked this video, or if you hated it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Bye!